Welcome to my class on making these little cloth mushrooms. It's part of my bigger class that is the toadstool base. It's a mushroom man with, he's got a funny little face under the mushroom cap. But this is the setting that I like to add around him. It's just for the little mushrooms. The mushroom babies. These won't have a face. You just make a little, like a half circle pattern and fold it in half, stitch it down, and then when you turn it right side out you have, it looks like a little gnome hat, but it's a cone. And for the stem, we're just going to stitch about 1/4 of an inch wide for the opening, and then whatever the seam allowance is. And what I do is I take a chunk of fabric and I just fold over probably 1/2 inch, and using my presser foot, I will line the edge, the folded edge of the fabric up with the edge of the presser foot and just stitch the whole length down the length of the fabric. And then I just cut it off, and that's what we will use. Now for materials, you can use just about any wire, but I happen to have some cloth covered wire, and I think it's about 22 gauge, 20 gauge, somewhere in there is really good to use. 18 gauge is good, and it's really stiff, so that would be great for holding your mushrooms up. You just cut your stem out. Now I've got this handy dandy little tool that I just picked up at Walmart, and I think it's called a tiny tube turner or a spaghetti strap turner or something like that. It's got a little latch hook on one end and a circle on the other end to help you grasp and pull. And it's really great for turning spaghetti straps or mushroom stems. And these little mushrooms are just simple and easy, not very realistic looking, but I think they're really cute and lend an enchanted look to any doll, really. They look cute on top hats for gnomes, or my gnomes are a little bit different from the yard gnomes, so when I say gnome, they're a little different. You'll have to check out my website. I'm going to be doing a new course on teaching my gnome wizard, so there's my spiel for today. You take the little latch hook and you just put your tube completely over the wire, the latch hook wire, and then you hook that over the end of your fabric and make sure the little hook, the latch closes, and it really takes a little bit of time, and you just inch your way right side out, and eventually, hopefully, you will have a nice, clean fabric tube. Cotton is a little tricky, but it does turn, so. And I'm just using 100% cotton woven fabric. we go, we're almost done. There it is, yay! What else did we use for this? Of course, stuffing. You'll need a hand sewing needle and some thread, some embroidery floss. Now this is an amanita mushroom. They're the poison toadstools with the red caps and the white spots. So I used a white embroidery floss to make the French knot dots on the cap of the mushroom. But that doesn't come till the end of this tutorial. Now there's the cloth covered wire, and I just bent the tip over so that later I can insert that in the fabric tube, the mushroom stem. I'm just threading a needle and tying a knot, and we're going to sew a running stitch around the bottom edge of our mushroom cap, and then we will stuff it. I sped up the video. I really don't stuff that fast. I kind of wish I could. I could get more dolls made. I could sleep more. Yeah, that will never happen. You just want to make sure that that's packed in there pretty firm. And then when you pull that together, see how that makes the bottom of the mushroom cap as well as the top. And you can get really detailed if you want, and you can later on, when your mushroom cap is on the stem and attached, you can paint the underneath of that mushroom cap, the gill. You can paint that white or whatever you want. You can embroider it with thread. You can do whatever you want. It's your mushroom. We're making the mushroom stem, and I like to gather the fabric onto the wire, so we got a little wrinkly ruched effect of the fabric. It just adds a little texture to the mushroom, and I think it looks cute. And I don't really have to do anything else to the stem. And it's totally up to you. You can pull all those wrinkles out if you want and have a smooth mushroom stem. You can put instead of cloth covered wire, you could put a puffy chenille stem up in there and just straighten the fabric out and have a smooth mushroom stem. I'm texture crazy. I love texture, so I like that gathered look. And just insert your wire up in the mushroom cap. And my mushrooms, I find that it's pretty good to have about a 6-inch tall mushroom from the top of the cap to the bottom of the stem, 5 or 6 inches. And then you can make up a bunch of them and save them until you really need them. And they are trimmable. You can make them as short as you want. And I just curl the bottom around. And on certain projects, you can use that to attach it to the hat or whatever you're going to attach it to. I find that curly-cued wire at the bottom helps me do that. Gives me something to stitch the mushroom base to, or with, or whatever. And then just ladder stitch the bottom of the mushroom cap to the stem and do that all the way around the stem, just to secure that in place. And then secure your threads. And I will take, because the bottom of the mushroom cap seems to be a little rounded, I will go from the bottom of the cap and run a stitch up into the top of the cap about midway, and then just do a little, I call them seed stitches. It leaves a little stitch on the top of the fabric, and then you can just lightly pull that stitch down and it tucks the bottom of the mushroom up. Makes it concave looking so that it looks more like a mushroom and not a Christmas tree. Oh no, now it looks like a Christmas tree to me. And you can make your mushroom any color you want, but I recommend using batik fabrics, and it just makes them look more magical, and it's really easy to make a magical looking mushroom forest with batik fabrics. And batik is just the way that a fabric is dyed. I suggest, if you don't know what a batik is, Google it. B-A-T-I-K, batik. You'll fall in love with it. It's beautiful. And there, now we're ready for our French knots. You can also Google French knot embroidery stitches and learn how to make those. And they look really cute on these Amanita mushrooms. I hope I'm saying that right, pronouncing it right. If not, it's a new word. And I just separate my 6-strand floss in half, and I use 3 strands to make these French knots. If you're in my Patreon group, I'm going to share the exclusive pattern file with my besties in the group. And if you're not in the group, you should come over. We've got so many patterns, so many tutorials. We're making lots of enchantment. There's a French knot. I like to put French knots on everything. I have a frog pattern. I do a lot of French knots on him to add texture with the beadwork. You could also sew beads to these mushroom caps and just do beadwork. And oh, you can also make your French knots bigger by wrapping the thread around the needle more than 3 times, or you can wrap it around once and make a tiny French knot. These are so much fun to do. I could do them all day long. I'm not kidding. I really kid. I like embroidery. And again, I sped the video up, so I really don't make embroidery stitches that quick. And those are just little seed stitches where you just take a small stitch and just go to the next spot where you want to make another stitch, and it just looks like little dots. And if you wanted, you could make strawberries. You don't put a stem on them, a wired stem anyway. Strawberries would be really cute with flowers on a top hat. And I have a top hat tutorial somewhere. I might link it to this or in the description. And there's your mushroom. Now you can do as much or as little as you want. And if you made green top mushrooms or brown batik mushrooms, those would be so cute. And there's the handy dandy pliers. They have a comfort grip, needle nose, grip, and cutter all in one. Handy dandy scissors, heavy duty thread. I use a beige or ecru colored upholstery thread for just about everything. And there you go. 5-inch hemostats, 5.5-inch, very narrow nose. I like to wrap the handles with yarn to make them more comfortable. And the tube turner. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you get to make a ton of mushrooms to make little enchanted dolls and costumes for your dolls. And I'll see you next time. Come see my Etsy shop. There's my other spiel. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye.